Since Turbo Man won the vote outright last time, we're going to get ourselves on down to Talamega Super Speedway, or at least a bunch of hangars nearby, and get this show on the road. Now, just like before, we're going to teleport in on the same 2D plane as an angry trucker Joe that's annoyed that we've commandeered his racetrack. Now, the one thing about this fight that you need to know is this is a mini-boss battle, and you do have to take him out to be able to advance to the next screen. He's not affected by the noise crush as he was before, where he'll get stunned, so you have to hurry up and take him out a little quicker. And you're going to be seeing me go through this stage pretty quick, too, because I had a few issues in recording this one. But, you know, it happens. I'm going to use Noise Crush quite a bit on the Bacones just to get rid of them right away. And then we get to the hardest part of the level, and arguably one of the harder parts of the game in this section. I have never liked dealing with the tires and the jumps here. So to avoid being retired early, we're going to wait until they pass and make sure that we clear the spike pits, because goodness knows I wouldn't want to drop into one of them. So yes, the very first part of the stage you want to take your time because of all those obstructions, and even the tire trio dudes here. Although for this next one coming up at the top of the ladder, you just want to hurry on up and get through before he hits you. We're not going to deal with Proto Man just yet, although we are going to deal with this energy tank, but I don't know why we did, because as you can see, we actually lose them when I turn off the game and then enter the password and start again. This section with the fire, not very easy, at least in this form, and I tried to hurry, but nope, I still got popped. First hit inside a level. Now here you have to be careful with the raging fire, because if you touch it even before it starts, you're a goner. But after getting out of that hangar, we land on a giant truck because, you know, why not? I always like the way this stage played out, although I don't understand why it gets easier the further you go along instead of harder. The missiles are annoying, so we're just going to annoy all of them while I'm shooting this giant truck with our Buster and then switching over to Noise Crush, which is even smarter, since Noise Crush acts as a charged Mega Buster shot. And after dealing with CC, it's on to the final part of the level already. A few more rolly guys, a couple hovering dudes that don't do anything, and we're there. Now back in the day I did Turbo Man's stage for a test video, and I had some issues fighting this guy. Now the one thing you need to know about the way I record these with this setup is that once again, I can't hear anything when I'm playing, so that makes dodging this little truck part a matter of reaction time instead of listening for the sound cue. And it can be a little tough when he does this move 4 times in a row as he's about to do right here. Especially when I'm trying to hit him on every pass, and oops, wrong button. But I get him there, I somehow get him before he jumps, and whammo. One stage down already. That was pretty quick. Pretty good considering it was a racetrack stage. Now this weapon's called the Scorch Wheel in English, but this is, for the Rockman 7FC game, it was literally translated into Burning Wheel. It's a pretty good weapon, I think, but if I call it Scorch Wheel instead of Burning Wheel, now you know why. And from the ground to the air, we're going to go into Cloudman's stage, another one that can give you problems if you don't understand the layout of the level. I kind of like this stage. It's always been one of those peaceful places. It has a good song to it, too. Even in the 8-bit form, I love the music. Starts out, you want to take your time because, you know, we have those enemies that pop out of pits, aka the worst things ever in Mega Man. And, well, the good thing is we have the freeze crackers, so we're gonna make it rain first, and you know what that means on the next screen, once I use it again. Yeah, there's a 1-up up there, but we're not gonna get it, because again, items, weapons aren't carrying over. And no, that's the wrong weapon. I actually went the Noise Crush, because again, you know, instant Mega Buster. Another thing things about this stage that's a little difficult is this part, because up ahead there is a ceiling to that last jump right near the ladder, which is why I pull out Rush. I wound up bonking my head on... No idea what happened there, but literally I bonked my head on the ceiling and wound up falling to my doom, and that kind of sucked. That happened a couple times in this stage. And yes, Freeze Cracker can once again freeze those clouds and shatter them. I think that's cool that they brought that touch in. I haven't gone back to this level to see if using Thunder Strike on the clouds will make them angry like they did, but I'm assuming they would. And since we use Freeze Cracker, we got ourselves the visible platforms, which makes it pretty easy to go up there and get the letter. Although because I've had so many stupid failures in this run, I am going to use Rush to make sure I don't plummet to my doom yet again in some fiend-like fashion. We're not going to worry too much about the birds, just let them make their move first before you do. And then we're going to get on up this ladder and back into the weather control station proper here. Another Sniper Joe, but now we've got a weapon that can take him out in one hit, so that's good to know. People might know that Proto Man's up the ladder, but we're not going to deal with him yet. But we are going to find out that Eddie didn't show up here for some reason. Maybe because I slid jumped into the screen, but he's supposed to be there, and he was in on every other run of this stage that I did, but not this time. Go figure. The last part, you can stay far enough away to make sure the Airman Fan Fiend wannabes won't bug you. At least I think they're called Fan Fiends. The fact that I don't remember should tell you how much I memorized the names. But either way, we're at the boss, shuttered pretty quickly once again. And we're going to face the hardest boss to date, in my opinion, Cloud Man. The reason for that is, even if we had his weakness, he wouldn't be stunned by it, and right off the bat, he popped me. Now, this is the issue I have with this fight, is when he starts charging it up. I'd prefer staying close to him so I can double jump over both bolts, and then you get your chance to pop him about, a quarter or so of his health away, if not a third. Now, the thing is, if you're further away from him, you cannot double jump over the bolts. You have to do 2 jumps at once, and I'm not thinking clearly. And get your head out of the Cloud Man Mega, because that kind of hurts. But you know what, it's okay. He's done. Not one of my finer performances, but we got the job done all the same. And we're already halfway through with the Robot Masters of Mega Man 7. Or rather, Rockman 7 FC. Thunder Strike's a pretty cool weapon. I've always liked this one. It's basically Thunder Beam without the verticality. Other than that, though, Here's our password for those that are playing along, but you know what? This time with the votes, I'm going to change it up a little bit in how it's done. We got 4 stages left, and I want you guys to pick any 2 that you want. So if you want me to do Slash and Springman, or Burst and Junkman, you pick those 2. In any case, I'm Bean, and this was the second video of Rockman 7 FC. I'll see you next time.